because I don't know your background, what is photovoltaic technology. And then I will give you an idea of industry, what's going on right now, and the market situation. Okay, obviously it's not very good. The third part would be the CIGS thin film, how we fabricate the PV, the solar cell, and also what kind of research we are doing in this area, and what are people interested in the technology. Okay. And finally, I want to talk about a little bit the vision of renewable energy. Everyone is keep talking about the renewable energy. So, what do we really want? All right. So here, first, let's see some picture. So, how many of you have ever seen or touched these things? Yes. Have you ever seen? At least you ever seen this, right? This is called a solar panel. Okay. Each panel is like this is about like this large. Okay? The dimension is about like this, right? For each panel. And give you a very simple idea. Each panel can give you 100 watt. Okay, the power generation for thin film. And right now for the silicon technology, this is silicon. This 1, 2, 3 is silicon technology. Okay. Each panel will give you 250 watts. Okay, but it's a little bit bigger than this one. And later I will give you an idea category of these silicon technology. And this we call a cell. Okay, if we put a lot of cells together, we call this is a module. Okay? This is a solar module, or you can say this is a solar panel. Okay? This is a solar panel, and this is a thin film. Obviously, you can see it's totally different from appearance. It's totally different from the silicon technology. Okay, it looks like a little bit transparent. All right, so this is a real situation. This is our company. We built up this demonstration house in Nanjing, China, and we put our panel on top of the roof. Okay, so this is a true application, just to let you know that. And we call this as a rooftop. Right? And this one is another application for the PV panel. It's called a power plant. So this is in Australia. We call this is a power plant, or you can see this is a field full of each small one is a small one module you just saw previously. Okay, so here it can generate megawatt generation to give a town, a small town, or 7,000 or several thousand house, okay, several thousand house for using the power. Okay. So basically, right now, currently, people are focusing on these two areas. One is for your house application, you put on your roof. The other one, we can put on a very large area, like a desert or anywhere you think is useless. You can use the land to put on the panel and then generate the electricity. Okay. All right. So how many kinds of solar cell you can see on the market? Right now, you can see it's around 75% is silicon, okay? Silicon technology, 75% I would say that. And the other 25% is around 25% thin film. Okay? You just see the mono silicon this is a polysilicon. Okay? This is because we call this because we use a different silicon wafer to fabricate a different solar cell. And thin film, we can see is included amorphous silicon. Okay, and the other one is the compound semiconductor, including the CIGS, which I will talk about today. The other one is CDT. I don't know whether you ever heard of First Solar. Right now, it's the second largest company in the world. The other one is only existed in academic areas, organic dye-sensitized solar cell. Maybe you guys are working on this. And organic photovoltaic thin film. Okay. The biggest, the most important difference between these are the thickness of the semiconductor layer. This we use a thin film, which means we just use nanometer, several hundreds of nanometer. Okay? And this one is micron. Okay? Why we want to, why that is important? Because of cost. Okay? In the past, it's cost is the issue. Right now, maybe it's not an issue, but in the past, if you use 300 micron silicon, which means you need to pay a lot. Okay? So that's why people think about the different technology, try to reduce the cost, and try to use a different thinking to generate the power. Okay, interesting enough, many people ask me, how about solar water heating? Do you guys think they are same panel or different? They are different, totally different, okay? Solar water heating is using the thermal energy, not electricity. Okay, so you have say this is a cross-section of this device. So you can see the water, the cool water through this tube. This is glass tube, and absorb the energy from the sunshine. The heating, not the electricity. Okay, so I would like to say here, because every talk, every speech, in the end, people are asking how about the solar water heating. It's not the electricity. It's using the thermal energy. Okay. All right, so how does it work? It's very simple if you guys are background on engineering or physics. So basically the device is just absorb the sunlight, okay, and convert it to electricity. Okay, that's the basic principle of the solar cell. The material absorbs the sunlight and convert it to electricity. All right, and how does it work, or how does it look inside? As you can see here, just like every battery, you will have a contact, as an anode or cathode. Okay, between this cathode and anode, you will have a semiconductor layer. Okay, this semiconductor layer basically is formed by the p-n junction. Okay, I don't know if you guys know what is p-n junction. Basically, it's a semiconductor with a band gap. Okay, and the Fermi energy is different. And if you absorb the sunlight, then the electron will be separate with holes here. You have a p-type semiconductor here. It's not very clear, okay? P-type is here, and this is n-type. If you absorb the sunlight, the exciton will separate to electron and holes, and then can generate the electricity. Okay? This is the basic principle. And why we want to use the p-n junction? Because every semiconductor can generate an electron and a hole. But you need a field to separate the charge. Okay? That's why you need a p-n junction. The junction means you have an electric field, so you can pull the electrons and holes out. Okay? That's why you need a p-n junction. Okay? If you don't know what is p-n junction, so I would suggest you go home and Google what is p-n junction. This is a very important concept. Okay? So next, I want to show you the industry and the market. So maybe you guys will have a question. So what is going on currently in the market and in the world? You can see the news almost every day happening. Just the day before yesterday, the Americans just announced that they want to give the penalty to China because the government, the China government, just give too much subsidy to their industry, so that they can fabricate the solar cell in a very, very cheap price and sell to America. Okay? So they feel angry. So what is going on now, and who is fabricating the PV panels? So which country is fabricating, and which country is buying the PV panels? Okay, and I will talk a little bit who are the major players. So the first slide, I will show you the current status, the demand versus the supply. Obviously, here I can show you. This is the megawatt. In 2011, the production, this is the y-axis is the megawatt. Okay, so 25 means 25 gigawatt. The gigawatt. I just you must have a concept. The panel, one panel can give you 200 watt. So imagine how many panels you need to generate a gigawatt. And that's a lot. And in 2011, the production means how many panels or how many solar cell has been fabricated. It's around 22 gigawatt. It's 2011 production. However, the installation means the demand. The demand is only 18 gigawatt. So obviously you can think about what? The production is more than the installation. Means you will have the inventory. Okay? And means the price will drop. Because obviously the supply is more than the demand. Okay? And now it's even worse. It's because the capacity is later you will see. The capacity, the announced capacity is already reached 45. However,